Daniel, you're very handsome. My husband is not as good looking. I want my future children to look like you.
My name is Daniel, and this is the story I have kept hidden for more than 10 years. A story that changed my life forever and one I'm still paying for today. In 2012, I was a 24-year-old youth corper serving in Delta State, Nigeria. I came from a poor family, one of those families where every semester, every uniform, every book was a struggle. My parents did everything they could, but life was hard. I didn't have much, but I had one thing. People always talked about my looks. I was tall, neat, always kept myself well, and people said I had a handsome face. Women liked me. But poverty doesn't care whether you are handsome or not. At the time, I was barely eating. My alawi finished fast. Sometimes my friends contributed small money so I wouldn't starve. Life was choking me. Back in university, I dated a girl, Sandra, before she got married and moved away. And by pure coincidence, she was living in the same state where I was serving. One day, out of boredom, I texted her. "Hi Sandra, I'm in Delta for NYSC." She replied almost immediately. "Are you serious? When can we meet?" We fixed a time at a small bar. When she walked in, she looked richer, more confident, and very married. But the way she smiled at me that day, it was the same smile she used to give me when we were dating. We talked for hours. At some point, her voice became soft, the way a woman sounds when she's saying what she's not supposed to say. She told me her husband traveled often, that she wasn't happy, and that she missed the old days. Then she said something that shook me. "Daniel, you're very handsome. My husband is not as good looking. I want my future children to look like you." My heart nearly stopped. I kept quiet. Then she added, "If you're willing to spend a night with me, I will pay you 200,000 naira, equals about $1,200 USD today." In 2012, 200K was like heaven, equivalent of more than ₦1,000,000 naira today. But she was married, so I told her, "Let me think about it." All night, I didn't sleep. Poverty dragged me by the neck. Temptation dragged me by the chest. And by morning, poverty won. I texted her, "Let's meet." She sent a hotel location. We met at the hotel. She was nervous. I was shaking inside. Later that day, she handed me an envelope, 200,000 naira. My hands were trembling. It was the first time in my life I held that kind of money. I sent part of it home, bought food, clothes, and for the first time in years, I breathed. 2 weeks later, she called again. We met again, another 200K. I told myself it was wrong, but hunger told me it was survival. One night, she asked me to meet her at a bar. But when I arrived, she wasn't alone. She was with a friend. Both of them were quiet, smiling suspiciously. After some drinks, Sandra leaned close and whispered, "My friend wants the same thing I asked you for." I felt cold. I wanted to get up and leave. Then her friend dropped an envelope on the table, 150,000 naira upfront. And another 150K after you finish the job. 300K. I swallowed hard. I knew what they wanted. I knew it was wrong. But the money blinded me. Please subscribe for part 2.